Hey everybody, Tanner here for your tool of the week. So, building on last week, and as I mentioned, you did an annual review. Now you've set up and done some annual planning. Particularly, I talked about the VTO. So I'm going to pull that back in and kind of show you and a way to do a weekly review and sort of planning to get together. So I'll show you and specifically exactly how I do it. I've gone back and forth. So I am actually recording this on Monday morning, right in the middle of my weekly planning. So this is not ideal, but sometimes these things happen. So I will show you what I'm in the middle of right now. Um, so here's I found this, read this a couple weeks ago, captured it. I cannot sort the source, which is not great. So, but just as you think about this, kind of going into this whole tool concept, is start with written goals. Some probably have not done their annual goal setting yet, but so write the goals, regularly review the goals every week. And so I'm going to show you how I particularly do that. Monitor your progress. How can you measure that? I love the on track, off track, and I'll show you kind of where I do that. Um, Visualize the obstacles using this concept of mental contrasting. I'm not going to read the definition. And then tie them back. This is sort of a James Clear, but tie them back to an identity. So whether that's I am healthy, I am successful, productive, whatever the identity you're looking to accomplish. And then I shared this, I don't know, 8 months ago, but weekly planning tips, same day, same time every week, same format, review the format. Um, if you want to iterate the format quarterly and then focus on the most important. So I'll show you very specifically. So I shared this, and I'll kind of combine several things together. So I'll drag this over. So this template, which is the EOS, and there's several things combined, and so I realize I'm going to be sort of careful about what I share because I've already been accused of using proprietary information. um, but I go through this weekly planning. So after I do annual planning and I put in, and I've got my 1 year plan. So here are my, let's call it my 10 1 year goals or 15 or whatever they are. And then I'll break them down. Here are my quarterly rocks. And I may just put in here on track or off track on a regular basis. And then I go through this weekly planning from top to bottom. So that way I'm reviewing my annual goals, my quarterly goals, and I'm starting the week exactly like this. So I'll put what's most important this week. I'll go through my texts, my inbox, my voicemails, just try and get to inbox zero, clean everything up. I'll look at my issues list and see if there's anything I need to schedule specific time for. I'll look at my calendar. I'm not going to go down exactly because you can copy this and use this, but first you got to put everything in, populate it with all your specific. And this has been, I've used kind of a base form, this a little bit of EOS, a little bit of Strategic Coach, a little bit of other things. So there's really no, I think I've showed you this before. I've got some essentialism things. This is just a mishmash of a lot of different. I think there's even some Think and Grow Rich in here, so it's not necessarily a one size fits all. But I run through this Monday mornings. I need at least 60 to 90 minutes to just set up my week. Look at my calendar, look at all the things I need to do, and that's not a time to. I don't start by emailing. I don't start by making calls. This is what I do, and this could be done Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays. It doesn't really matter, but I think a week review and a week planning kind of together is extremely valuable, especially when it comes to accomplishing the goals you want to accomplish and identifying being on track and getting unstuck and moving things forward. So this is, I run through this every week and same time, same kind of process and have for many years. So um, use what works. try different things, and happy to share if you're like, man, or if you have something that works better for you. I would love collaboration. But have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.